Hello, my name is Estella, and I am the founder of Sacred Flow Design. And in this video, I want to talk about how I was diagnosed with cancer 3 times. Um, the first time was in 2010. I was diagnosed with breast cancer, early stage 1. Had radiation, put on chemo medication, injections for 5 years. I got through it. It was early. Um, it was a shock, but from research, it's early stage, you're going to be okay. So, fast forward to 2019, I had a reoccurrence. So this time, I'm like, okay, here we go again. Like, what is going on? Got breast cancer again. So this time, I did my own research. I knew that I couldn't have radiation again. So that resulted in the removal of my left breast. I had a mastectomy with reconstruction. And the physical recovery, man, I'm telling you, it was hard. It was hard. But the emotional was just as tough. Because I'm like, this is round two with this. Okay, so I got through the reconstruction, the recovery. I'm back to work, feeling okay, feeling okay. But as time went on, um, the fatigue got kind of bad. Like waking up tired, going to sleep tired, just tired on top of tired. That kind of fatigue. And if you had any kind of cancer or treatment, you know what I mean. It's fatigue on steroids. So here we are. Years go by, say I'm working. This time is 2020. World shut down. COVID hit. I'm working from home. And I thought that would be the best thing. Working from home. Um, Still recovering a little bit physically. So time went on, work from home now. And again, the fatigue was bad. Fatigue was bad. Now we're like 2022. I'm like, okay, fatigue is really hitting me a little bit harder. Then I just started feeling ill. And then the back pain. I'm like, okay, maybe it's sitting at the computer all the time. Maybe I need to get up more, exercise more. Just thinking everything that what it could be. Still was thinking it might have been relating to the breast cancer recovery. The back pain continued. That got a little bit more um, excruciating. And again, I'm feeling ill and I'm losing weight. I'm losing a lot of weight. Still thinking it's relating to the breast cancer recovery. That's the only thing that I could think of. I'm still recovering from all the surgeries and all of that. Maybe that's why I'm losing weight. Losing weight a lot. Fatigue. Then again, I'm just starting feeling sick. Like I couldn't work, couldn't concentrate. I couldn't get out of bed. Couldn't get out of bed. I mean, just sick. Throwing up. So I'm like, okay, maybe I got COVID. Maybe it's COVID. Because we still in the swing of things with COVID. Everybody's still getting it back to back. Maybe it's COVID. I think I got COVID. Let me, try to work on myself. Ginger ale, soup, but it just didn't get better. I mean, this is probably the sickest I've ever been in my entire life. So finally, I did make my way to the emergency. Pretty much had to be dragged there. Made my way to the emergency, and what they said changed everything. Everything. And the first words out of their mouths was, it's cancer and it has metastasized to the bone. I'm thinking, oh my God, this is it. This is the end. I am going to die. And at first I wasn't even scared, but I did think like, okay, this is it. This is the end of life. This is the news that you get, and that's it. That's it. You're gonna die. Start planning your funeral in your head. So eventually, when they're running more tests, they did discover that I had multiple myeloma, an incurable blood cancer. I didn't even know what multiple myeloma was. I've heard of leukemia, I've heard of lymphomas, but not multiple myeloma. And actually, I was scared to Google anything. It took me a long time to even Google it. And eventually, when I did, it took me down that rabbit hole. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay. So they did give me hope. Um, they did tell me it's incurable cancer, but it's treatable. We have treatments that will put you in remission, and that's the goal, to stay in remission. So here I am now with an incurable cancer. Um, Finally released from the hospital. Still really weak. I did do one round of chemo before I left the hospital. But every day I just prayed and cried and prayed and cried. I did ask God why. Like, why me? Why now? But as time go on, you kind of get the gist of why this was given to you. There's always a purpose in the pain. That's the thing. There's always a purpose in the pain. So here I am. I'm home now. Try to wrap my head around the diagnosis. And again, I did my own research. I went to YouTube University, and the information that I found was wonderful. Found so much information on YouTube. People with the same disease. People that's going through the treatments that I was going through. So, the things I've learned during this time, to be thankful, to be grateful, and you have to live out your purpose, whatever that is. Whatever that is. You have to find peace and you got to find joy. And that's what I'm learning every day. So I say that to say, if you want to start a business, if you want to write a book, if you want to take that trip you always wanted to take, you have to do it now. Life's short. But you're still standing. In the midst of everything, you're still standing. And that's the reason why I started Sacred Flow Design. It wasn't about apparel or hoodies or shirts. It was just a reminder. It was really something for me, something to give me hope and purpose, something for me to do. So I make this video just to help, somebody that's out there who's been newly diagnosed or going through a hard season. If you can just find purpose in your pain, if it's just one thing, just one thing. And what I know is God was with me the whole time. He was holding my hand the whole time. And I know that. So, again, I just want to give somebody hope out there. Just want to give you hope that you're still standing. You're still here for a reason. God loves you, and so do I. So, just thank you for taking the time to hear my story. Follow along with my journey. And if you want me to discuss more about treatments that I've had, stem cell transplant, CAR T therapy, leave a comment. Let me know. And I'll talk more in depth about the treatments that I've had and other treatment options that's out there. So again, I thank you for listening and be blessed. Bye.